Hello and good evening, friends.
Yeah, go ahead, Sajid.
Yeah, hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Sajid Joy. I'm the business head at Franchise India. Well, it's good to see a good amount of participation for this webinar. And we'd like to thank each one of you for taking the time to attend this special webinar. This is special because this is coming to you directly. This opportunity is coming to you directly from the House of Franchise India. It's also special because some of you are getting the opportunity to align with Franchise India as an independent franchise consultant. Now, talking about Franchise India, well, we've been in the business for the past 27 years, and we operate in 15 countries and 97 cities in India. Now, to talk about, rather to put things in perspective for your benefit and to get a better understanding of how this business model works, I would request our CEO and director, Mr. Sanjay Bhatt, to take this forward. Over to you, Mr. Bhatt.
Thank you, Sajid. Very good evening, everyone who have joined us this special webinar as we are talking about this special. Yes, because Franchise India is now expanding our business across cities, and last 5 years we've been doing that. And we have now structure which we have created in 97 cities in India, and of course, we are also now internationally in 15 countries. And since webinar today, that we are now looking forward for some more cities which earlier we were not considering, because we can see the franchising is growing, and because consumption is growing, everything is becoming branded, and now we are looking forward for like-minded people who want to join Franchise India as an as our partner. So the model which we are talking about today is independent franchise consultant model. So, as Franchise India is a trusted advisory platform, how to start your own business platform, and IFC Independent Franchise Consultant is a trusted advisory platform specialist. How to start your own business. So, what we are doing, we are having a special service for our investors, because as a company, we are investor centric, franchise focused. Would mean that we are very closely working with investors who have investment, say it is around 10 lakh rupees also. We really value that. And there's a risk, right? We value and we handhold. When we handhold would mean there are a lot of parameters before you invest any other business. You need to understand. And how you will do that? Because you have no capability, you have no understanding about how to do that. So Franchise India have the special service which we call advisory service, advisory business, wherein we help investors before they invest. We handhold, we give them information about different opportunities of different companies, different businesses, and then we also evaluate. We evaluate would mean that what is the right fitment for them as per their market, as per their investment, and what is they are bringing in. Like, we need to also understand what is their profiles, how and what business is going to be suitable for them. And then we also negotiate, and then we take care of all the documentation part as well. So that is where an investor becomes safe in terms of investing. Other side, we work with businesses, brands at startup level. We help them to grow the network in franchising. We work with all mid-segment companies who are already in franchise, and then we also work with all enterprise companies, corporates, because they also are looking forward for expansions, and franchising has become viable way of expansions for them. And third is, we also help in reselling. Like, suppose there is any investor who have invested through us or outside, they have taken a franchise, but now you don't want to continue, or it's a loss making for you, you are not able to continue in any sense. So we also help you get exit out of that business. And similarly, if there is any business house, they don't want to continue, or a manufacturing unit or a business which is you don't want to continue, we also help to resell that, and we get a new buyer for that. These are three businesses what we are talking about largely. First, investments; second, scaling up; and third is exit. Now, in this, Franchise India have a very large network today. As I said, 97 cities network, and some cities we have already now partners. We are not looking forward for any more partner in those cities, but since we have seen the franchising is growing, in the industry is growing, and so do now, we are further expanding and looking forward for like-minded people who have passion for helping people to get them into business, for having a passion for starting a consulting as a practice. But this is not for everyone. So we are also very selective. And that's why we have organized this webinar wherein we will give you understanding about franchising overall. What is franchising? What is industry look like? How next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, how it is going to shape up now further. Second, we will also give you understanding our journey, 27-year journey. We are having market leadership in this. We are world's largest franchise distribution today, and we will give you overview of how we have started journey. Why was requirement of starting this advisory? When you have an opportunity to go meet, we do a lot of events. We do 200 events wherein you can also go and meet brands directly and start a business. Why it is required? That's also we will give you an overview. Third, we'll also talk about independent franchise consultant as a model. So we'll run through a presentation to give you understanding what we offer when you are becoming our partner, how it is going to take you through, and then what is the scope of earning out of this, and then what is the growth structure also into this. So we will give you complete understanding on this, but before that, we will also give you some understanding that today in this webinar, who is present, because you can see we have a leadership team and we are also having a management team on panel. Why? Because as I said, it is coming from Franchise India house, and we are offering our partnership today, and that's why we're very serious about it. So with me we have our leaders. I'll give you some introduction. My name is Sanjay. I'm from Delhi corporate office, CEO director of Franchise India, and we also have Sajid with us. Sajid Jha is based in Bangalore, so we have office in Bangalore, so he takes care of Karnataka as a region and also Andhra and Telangana. So what we do, we help our current existing IFC partners. So what we do, we help them on daily businesses. We handhold, we do joint meetings, joint calls, because then they should have complete understanding of this business, because that's a support function and system which we have created. We have Kuldeep joined us from corporate office Delhi. We have Shakti Vel. He's our senior leader in Tamil Nadu, and along with him, we also have Kapil. He has also joined us from Tamil Nadu branch, and they take care of complete region, as we have office in Chennai, and we also have office in Kerala. So we also are taking care of this market as well. Then we have Sumendo Das has joined us from Kolkata. Bimal has joined us from Kolkata. We also have Sheena. She is taking care of all Kerala market, and we have partners across Kerala market also, and she is working with them as well. Plus, we have also joined our chairman, Mr. Gaurav Maria, and we will give you some understanding about what is the perspective of this webinar, to give you some more understanding before we start, that this webinar is one-sided. So there is no opportunity wherein you can talk to us direct. So what you do is you use Q&A box. You can see on the bottom, there's a Q&A box. So this Q&A box, you can send us your questions, query. And we also want to know who is there with us today, where from you are coming, what's your profile, which city you are from. Based on that also, we will give you a little more understanding further. So we'll also ask you regarding that a question in between, and please use Q&A box while you are going to answer to us. And we wanted to make it interactive, because consulting is all about interaction. So we want you to interact with us once we are sharing your question. We want everyone who has joined us today be interactive. That's when we can see, how it is going to shape up. So you have any question, any query related to franchising, related to this webinar, related to this opportunity, please use Q&A box. So now I would invite our chairman, Mr. Gaurav Maria, who can give us some perspective on this, and then post that, we will also take you through a presentation. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay, and thank you for hosting this webinar. Welcome, friends. Welcome to this Thursday evening webinar, which we call Independent Franchise Consultant. It's an invitation from Franchise India, Fran Global, and I'll explain these brands, why they're different, to become an independent franchise consultant and work as a consultant and help people who want to start their franchise journey. So how we will run this webinar, as Sanjay said, I'll give you a little introduction about myself. And then I'll ask a question about a little bit introduction about yourself. And then subsequently, I'll give you a little overview about how franchise consulting works and how it's attractive as an opportunity. Then I'll pass it on to Sonia. She's just joined. She's the managing director of Franchise India, been running 2 decades franchise brokerage business. So she will give you a little understanding about Franchise India, our brokerage journey, and what kind of structure. And then Sanjay would lead a full presentation on the whole opportunity. So starting with my introduction, so I started my career about 3 decades back. Started with telecom, and that time I was a franchisee. So I was a distributor, or what we call a franchisee, for a large telecom company. It was in '95 when the telecom was just starting. And then I subsequently became an investor, invested into a few startups. And in '99, I started Franchise India. And why it happened? Because I was always curious about that. If you want to buy a business, especially in India, it was so very difficult. It's still very difficult. I mean, if you really ask yourself, if you want to buy a business, where would you go? Who can really give you advice? I call there were only two F, which is friends and family, and third F we created, which was Franchise India. So Franchise India was an idea which was born on helping entrepreneurs or would-be entrepreneurs who wanted to start their business. So today, as we speak, well, we've done a journey of 27 years, and we have built the world's largest platform for franchise expansion and also helping entrepreneurs to start their own franchise business. And I'll explain you while in a minute. So at this stage, I'll explain you 3 brands which we represent. Franchise India operates in India. We are in 97 cities, and we also have very strong 150 plus IFC partners who are very, very successful, the largest franchise consultant network. And this is not limited to India. Internationally, we are represented by a brand called Fran Global, which we own, and it runs in 14 countries. We are in Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, and India subcontinent, which is Nepal, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. And then we have operations in Dubai. We have operations in Australia. And we just started our Canadian operations. We have our own office in UK and US. And we also have a third brand called FrankCorp. FrankCorp really started from 1976. It started from Chicago. The first brand FrankCorp did was McDonald's. And that's where they came in the fame. And then subsequently, almost all leading global American companies were done by FrankCorp. So these are 3 brands which we own and operate. And today we're very proud, the world's largest franchise development company. So we work on market entry, which means that we bring a lot of global brands to different markets. It can be a Malaysian brand going to Dubai, or it can be a Dubai brand which wants to enter Indian market, or vice versa. We also have 3 different services which we offer, and especially for in the markets we operate in. So first service is helping anybody, any investor who's looking to start a new franchise or new business. And it's not just limited to franchise. I mean, any investor who's looking to invest into active business, we help. And we are unique as an organization. There is no other organization. I always say that if you are looking to buy a property, say, there is 1 million property brokers out there who are competing with each other. 1 million. But if you are looking for really starting your own business, there is nobody, right? So there is nobody who would help you to start your own business. So Franchise India fills that gap, right? So it fills that gap that we help people who are looking to start their own business. It can be a new business or it can be an existing running business. So that's one platform of us. The second platform is we help businesses scale through franchise. So you can be a coffee shop which is doing extremely well, and now you want to scale the business, and that's where we come in. Like today, I'm in Kochi. I'm meeting a big jewelry brand, and they want to now go beyond Kerala. So they would reach out to Franchise India, and Franchise India would help them to become franchise ready and then guide the right franchise partners. And the third part is help companies to exit their business. There are 30 million businesses in this country, and given a choice, 20% of them would like to sell their business. But they don't have a consultant who they can go get the business valued and then put it on the market and sell that business. So friends, we are the unique organization. There's no other example like us in the world which help entrepreneurs start a new business, help businesses grow through franchise, and third, help people to exit their business. So this is what, as an organization, do. We are proud 1,200 people team, and this 1,200 people team is spread, as I said, in 90 plus cities in India and also 14 countries. So friends, this is what a little introduction about what we do, and we'll go into detail of what our offering as a franchise consultant is, and we will talk about that. But let me start with asking you one question, which is very important for us to know where you're coming from. So introduce yourself in 4 choices. I'm giving you 4 choices. You can introduce and pick up any of these. If you are a professional, write P and your city. So we will understand that you're a professional now looking for some new opportunity. That's first. The second is if you're a business owner. If you're a business owner, uh, write B and or your city. So we will understand that you're a business owner. And third is if you are in any kind of management consulting experience. It can be consulting, it can be coaching. If any kind of management consulting experience you have, then you can write MC. So I understand that you are a management consultant. You already have some kind of consulting practice going on, and we'll be able to help you out. And the fourth is if you are looking for a career change, if you're looking for a new career now, so that also we will be able to help you. So friends, 4 choices. You can go on a Q&A box and write. Why do I don't see Q&A box on this?
It is there, sir. I have also put it this. It is there.
Okay.
Started.
You got
Okay.
one.
So,
Yeah, one reply is already then started.
okay. Mr. Patra is from Pune, so he's a professional. So welcome, Mr. Patra. Pune is a great market. We have office in Kharadi in World Trade Center, and a very aggressive franchise market. Market is actually suited to a lot of franchising because it has, a lot of people come to Pune and they want to live in Pune and they want to start their own business. Then we have Mr. Yadav, who's a management consultant. Mr. Yadav, if you can be kind enough to also share what kind of business you're coming from. Then we have Salesh also from Pune. Welcome, Mr. Salesh. And then we have Sumit, who's he's a student on, he's doing a time management for student entrepreneurs. A very interesting subject actually from Varanasi. I'll love to speak to you, Sumit. And Pawan is from Lucknow. So welcome, Pawan. Again, a great market, a hugely emerging market for franchising. A lot of brands we've done there in that market. And we continue to do every alternative day of month show in Lucknow. And every time I see the market, visit the market, it's just booming. It's going up. And I always say that markets like Lucknow, if you see typical market like Lucknow, so much of wealth, now new wealth is coming in and very little employment opportunity. And people have to start their own business and they need help in terms of what business they can start. A lot of new infrastructure being built. So that also encourages new businesses to come in that market. Then we have Chandan, who's from Gurugram. Welcome, Chandan. You can visit our corporate office. We are also in NCR, in a place called Surajkund, next to South Delhi. And we have a corporate office. You're most welcome to visit there. And then we have Prithvi, which is from Bangalore. Bangalore also, we have an office in MG Road. Happy to host you there. And Arun is from Hyderabad. Welcome, Arun. Sumit, again, Varanasi is Jagdish, who's from Hyderabad, again, a professional. And then we have Mr. Isaac, who's a management consultant from Hyderabad. So he's a professional and also management consultant. It can be very demanding because you're already managing 2 professions, but happy to talk to you. Sajid would be the right person to discuss with you. Then we have Zaid, who's also a management consultant from Pune. Very happy to talk to you, Zaid. I think you will understand over the webinar as you go along that how it is so exciting and how consulting practice in franchising can become a much bigger attractive opportunity. And then we have Mr. Govinda, who's from Ghaziabad. Welcome. Mayuri from Baroda. Again, a great market for us. We have a huge market in Ahmedabad or Gujarat at large, because we have office in Ahmedabad, but Gujarat at large is a great market for franchising. because people's mindset is very entrepreneurial. Everybody wants to start their own business, and a lot of infrastructure development going on. So everywhere you see there are new retail infrastructure, a lot of new shopping malls and places like that, a lot of highway development going on. So it's a huge demand in franchising in that market. Then we have Sakir, who's from Latur. Again, a great market. We did actually the first mall of Latur a long, long back. And that time nobody can understand that we can build a full mall in Latur. And it's a good market. I've been there personally many times. And then we have Srana from Bangalore, is a business owner. Manish is from Hyderabad. Welcome, Manish. Jitesh is also a professional consultant and financial product and real estate. Jitesh, I can tell you what you are doing, because I also have investment banking arm, and we also used to run our largest real estate broking company. But there's nothing like what we do. Because our margins are high, we are market leaders, and we are alone in the space. When you do financial products, you are competing with another 10 lakh people who are selling some form of financial products. And real estate also is the same. It's very highly competitive, highly structured. But in our business, anybody who thinks to start a business or start a franchise, they would only come to Franchise India. We are absolute market leadership. So Prakash is from Mumbai, and then we have Kalpesh, who's also from Navi Mumbai. Welcome, Kalpesh. And then we have Meet, who's from Akhileshwar, who's also a good market. I'd love to talk to you. Dinesh is again a business consultant from Pune. A lot of people have joined from Pune. Good market. And then Mr. Yadav is from Mumbai. And Mr. Gite is professional. I don't know which city he's from. So a lot of people have written, but still many pending to write. So let's get started, because I have another 7 minutes and I have a hard cut to start another Zoom call for a UAE client. And that's the consultant life. So I'll give you a little small overview, and then I'll pass it on to Sonia, and she will give you a little more understanding on the business, and then Sanjay would take over. So I'll give you fundamentally what we do, and where is this the real opportunity. So on one side, we have a lot of brands, and these brands can be large multinationals. It can be largest corporations of India like Reliance or Tata's and likes of them. And it can be a lot of regional players, like, say, for example, Kalyan Jewelry or XYZ. Kalyan is also now a pan-India player. It's no more a regional player. But a lot of regional players. And then we have a lot of startups. So these companies, over the years, we have built a relationship. We have exclusive contracts with them where we manage their entire expansion. So companies outsource their franchise expansion to Franchise India for finding franchise partners. Now, these are companies which would range from as low as investments of 10-20 lakh rupees and as high as 100 crores, or even higher than that. If you want to buy a 5-star hotel, it can be a 300 crore investment, right? So from a spectrum of starting a small coffee shop or a small cafe to starting a 5-star hotel, anything in between, people come to us, right? So it can be an automobile company which wants to create dealers. It can be a product company which wants to create distributors. It can be a company which wants to create any kind of marketing associates and so on and so forth. So franchising runs across industries, across spectrums. You might not know, but everything you're consuming today is likelihood is coming from franchise. I'll give you an example. When you go in breakfast in the morning, when you see Amul is one of the largest franchise company and client of ours, or a Mother Dairy, or a Nandini, or any other dairy company is a franchise business. If you see a quick commerce coming to your home, every home now these days get from things from Zepto and likes of them. It's a franchise business, again done by Franchise India. So we have Franchise India does Zepto across markets. You move out of your house, you want to send your kids to school, most likely they're going to a franchise outlet, right? So you might go to a Eurokid or Kidsy if they are preschool space. If they are a senior, then they might go to DPS or a GD Goenka or a Jaipuria or likes of them. They're all franchise businesses. You go to a gas station, go to a petrol pump, that also is franchise. We manage a lot of brands in that. And rather, we were the exclusive partners for GOBP for their expansion for entire petrol pumps. Then you go to, say, office and order some food or get some coffee on the way. All F&B businesses we all know are franchise businesses. You use any services, which means that you go to a salon or a fitness studio or a gym or anything, most likely is a franchise business. So from a starting as FMCG product to an automobile, anything in between, or it can be home, furniture, it can be anything, all is coming through franchise. Why? Because consumer is becoming brand conscious and seek quality, right? And more this would happen, more companies would need to take a path of franchising. So when you become an independent franchise consultant, we give you all these brands which you would start representing in your market. Now, that's not enough, because this is obviously a lot of hard work for us for 27 years to come into these businesses. We have over 200 international brands which we are selling master franchise or area franchise. So this is a big asset which comes to you. And friends, this is exclusive, which means that when you represent these brands, you're not worried because they're not going to anywhere. When you're selling property or you're selling any other thing, anybody can sell the same property, right? So you're always worried about control over asset and so on and so forth. So we are absolute control over asset. So that's one part. The second part, which is more exciting, is investor base. Over 27 years, we've put hundreds of crores in doing events, in doing our marketing, lead generation, and so on and so forth. Anything you search on Google also and say, I want to buy a franchise, 100% you're coming to us, right? So anybody who's thinking of starting a business or starting a franchise is 100% coming to Franchise India. The Franchise India gets over 1 lakh active inquiries every single month. People who are applying to us and say, I want to help in starting my business. Now, so we get these two strong data banks, asset bank and the investor bank, and we give it to you, right? So every month you get leads which are qualified by us. Our call centers would qualify them, and they find that this lead is from Pune, it'll be given to you. And then you will represent Franchise India as an independent franchise consultant and understand their requirement and get them the right brand. Now, where you make money from the brand, and you also make money from the investor. So friends, this is a very simple, straightforward business model, but as Sanjay said, it's not for everyone. You need to have a consulting mind. You need to have a consulting attitude. You need to have time to put in this business. You need to be available for training every day. Then only you can become a successful franchise consultant. So this is the business model, and I leave it to you on this thought that this is a very exciting opportunity, but it's not for everyone. That's why I asked this question. Sometimes a lot of professionals apply. They say, oh, I will work on a weekend. This is no one work like that, right? Some business owners apply to us. Oh, I have some contacts. I don't need contacts. I need people's time. I need their learning. I need their knowledge. I need their networking skills. Those are things they need. We need, right? Rest we have. And we are the most successful company in the world. So we are not new. We are not new. We are the largest and the biggest company in the world. We are seeking quality partners who think like us, who also see an opportunity, what we see. So friends, if you feel that this is something for you, then reach out to our team and they would organize a meeting with me. And then we will evaluate if we can be partner for in this business. In the meantime, I'll pass it on to Sonia. Sonia, over to you for leading the discussion.
We have a call together, so I'll let Sanjay lead it and I'll come back in 10 minutes.
Okay, perfect. So let Sanjay, you start taking the discussions ahead.
Sure.
And
thank you.
And we will come back from there.
Right. So thank you so much, sir, for giving us the perspective. So friends, we were talking about our business. So in this business, as we are talking about, we need your time. That's what the consultant would put, and you would be also rewarded and awarded for that. So every business you have seen, there is a ROI for that. So ROI in our business would mean two things. One, return on involvement. It's not a return on investment business. It's a return on involvement and return on intelligence. Involvement means we have a support function. We will give you support, but only when you are involved. When you initiate, we are there to support. So return on involvement. So then return on intelligence would mean that once you are putting in time and then you have knowledge of that brand, because investor, when you guide, you are going to take some fee for him, and investor is paying us fee because we charge both sides. So we need to have that intelligence of having some understanding to take investor on board and then guide him further with the information, right? And our team is 100% there to support initially. We have a format where we say dependent, interdependent, and independent. So at dependent level, we all come for meetings and then joint meeting, joint calls. And after that, we take you through the journey to When you are halfly done, but since you are again taking half information, and then we also help you from interdependent to independent stage. When you are independent, you can organize your meetings, you can organize your even webinars also, because what we do is we have now partners who have understood this, how to approach and how to pitch an investor to take on board. So now we are organizing the webinars also done by our IFC partners, because now they are trained. They know how to help an investor, and they know how to help them with the right structuring and the right opportunity for them. So every investor is unique. So do us also, because when we are talking about my requirement is different, and our IFC partners requirement is different. So when we understand your opportunity, and our consulting practice makes us perfect in this to understand, to diagnose well. That's where in this business, because consulting is always about diagnosing. When we meet an investor, we diagnose well what is the requirement, what category he is looking at, which market he is coming from, and what kind of investment he is bringing in. And based on that investment also we charge, because we charge a fee for onboarding, and we charge a fee for brand also for onboarding. So we need to have a diagnose power for both. When we meet a brand and we take brand on board, so there we understand what is the requirement from the brand side also. So then we give him proposals, but we are also very sharp in terms of understanding the requirement from city to city, or it can be category to category. Like we were talking about today, what is your profile? So everyone has his own profile, her own profile. So then we will match make in our system and our network. There are partners with us now. They are category specialists. Someone is from retail. He knows retail well. So we will give him, we'll offer him retail brands. It is your choice. You want to work on retail brands? We have those retail brands with us. You want to work on F&B category? Absolutely there. So you can take F&B category companies and then find the partners for them and find this franchise and matchmake there. So what we do is we have a specialists who are not from the category also. They are now talking about uh, regional, specialist. In region, they know exactly where is the property available, where which mall has got the property, because then you can also match make. In our business, we have 100% overlap on the property side of it, and a lot of real estate partners who are with us, they have this real estate capability of bringing in real estate also, because our every brand, when we find a match, we need property also. In 90% businesses, we need properties also. That's wherein we have that capability of giving them investor, and we are rightly structured with the brand. And after that, we have a property also, which is available. Today, Franchise India is very proud that we have now built our own brand portfolio. Own brand portfolio means when we started our journey in 1998, we got, as we talking about, we have Francom and Fran Global, also two of our companies. So Fran Global is the market entry for global brands. Fran Global is international arm of our business. What they do, they get Indian brands to expand outside India. Plus, they also get global brands in India. Like as I said, we have Fran Global have taken Subway in 1998 in India. That time we were also very small, and what we were doing, we were bringing in and inviting master franchises, master partners for these brands. Like KFC in India has a master franchise. McD in India, there is a master franchise. Subway, there's another master franchise. Now, when Franchise India have grown, and we have now start investing in these brands as a master franchise. So today we have 45 international global brands with us, wherein Franchise India have invested as master franchise rights, and now we are expanding further in different cities. So every brand which is global brand is 100% very successful in their country, and then other countries also. Now in India, we got them in India, and we are further expanding. That's an opportunity that we have some partners who have 25, 30-year experience, and they want to work with only these global brands. It is available. As we said, assets. So we have these assets available with us, where we help you to bring your own thought process and structure your own brand portfolio. And when you come for the training, so we have a 3 days training program in our corporate office. When we invite you for training, we will help you in terms of building up your brand portfolio, wherein you can also say, you can choose your brands and you can also have your brand portfolio to drive. Now, in our business, the best part is we don't have geographically any kind of concern. So you can work across. Like we have partner in Bombay. Now, today he has done one deal in Chandigarh. But the best part is that our Chandigarh partners equally supporting. So we have peer-to-peer learning, peer-to-peer support function, which is already there in our system. And because we are very transparent and we have all partners contacting each other, discussing each other. And for that, we have also created 3 days program, which is Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. 8 o'clock in the morning, we have a session wherein we are having all IFC partners coming together, and then we are also helping them in terms of different product knowledge, different product trainings, and also invite some premium brands to give them an introduction, and also giving them full training of those. That's why we are talking about return on involvement, because you have to attend these morning meetings also, and then the training programs wherein we train you on different products and also different brands. Today, as I said, not only the global brands, we have also franchise enterprise companies. These enterprise companies are just like, if we talk about Hyundai, Hyundai has also now started franchising. Hyundai Auto, now they have entered into electronics. So we have Hyundai Electronics with us, very exclusive, wherein we have some partner who are working with Hyundai and they are getting leads for Hyundai and now doing the matchmaking. All the brands which we have, which are premium brands and also which are in our system, which are exclusive with us. These brand members, teams, promoters, founders are also available for coming on the call for a finalization of the deal, because investor would want to know whom I am meeting, whom I am becoming the partner with. So we call it as tri-party meetings. So we have these tri-party meetings, tri-party joint meetings. It can be physical, it can be Zoom meetings, completely full month what we do, and wherein our team member is also helping you to connect with brand and investor. There, where we are getting information from the brand, and there can be any question from the investor side also, which we are helping them to understand further. Now, in this webinar, as we discuss, that we are talking about consumption is growing and franchising is growing. So what we consume today, as we were giving some examples, you can also check what you consume everyday basis is coming from a franchise company, right? And now this franchise companies today, Reliance is also doing franchising. And we are proud that we are having 5 fashion brands of Reliance also today with us, who have exclusively taken service of Franchise India for expansion of their businesses across country. So there's a big rollout plan which we have for them. And we have Raymond, we have over 4 brands of Raymond also today with us, and we are franchising for them. So any business you see today is now looking forward for growth. They want to expand, and franchising becomes the viable opportunity for them to expand their business. And when you think about franchising, so Franchise India becomes the first platform which would help you to go to new markets and also expand across city, across country, and also across the globe as well. At Franchise India, as now we have operations in 15 countries already. So next year plan, which is 2025, in 12 months, we have now 12 international events in 12 countries. And our partners who are becoming our partner and now they have trained, they also travel along with our brands to other countries also to expand with them. So now are these brands which are with us, they take you along and they sponsor. So our partners has become the growth partners for these brands, and brands are also providing you the facility of sponsoring and giving you tickets and also the hotels and everything, because you are now building up their network, and you can also be working exclusively with some brands and they will help you also in terms of sponsoring this. In India, if someone is saying that I'm from Kolkata, for example, now you want to, brand is going to Pune for expansions. We have an event over there. So brand will take you through and will help you to provide you everything, all facilities. So that will also be sponsored by the brands. So now what we are talking about in this business, when we are working with brands, so brands which are from, as I said, enterprise brands are also exclusive with us. Now, from the startup point of view, we have all brands, they are all depends on us. So we have events, we take them to events. Every month, we have 15 to 20 events we organize. And all these events are available for our IFC partners, wherein they can network, they can work with all investors, they can work with all brands and do the matchmaking. And as I said, we are taking our brokerage fee from both. But now the question is, when investor is paying us a fee, what is my our value addition? So that value addition as a person, as an individual, every IFC partner need to build up. That's when we talk about return on intelligence. So how you are making sure that you are helping our partner brand to grow in different markets. Sometimes our brand is also very conscious, and because he's working with our IFC partners, and then if there is any investor who is coming in, brand would also tell us that rather than me, take this partner, this consultant on call, because he feels that consultant is more equipped and he is more knowledgeable about that business. That's what we call as a brand champion, because you have understood that brand and then you are helping for getting that deal also closed. So friends, you have been in this webinar, so we will definitely help you in terms of what is this model about, what is this business model, and what is IFC model. We'll give you some understanding overview of this franchising through a presentation, because that's very important to understand now the model, what we offer you. So franchising, as we discussed, franchising is $4.7 trillion industry. Everything we consume today is coming from franchise company. And if we talk about sector by sector, so I'll give you more understanding about this. If you have, this is a category. Today, technology-based companies are all franchised now. Healthcare companies are also into franchising. Now you have pet care. Now you see pet care brands are also now expanding through different cities. We have restaurants, which is F&B segment. F&B is also into franchising. Now F&B is a very, very large category. Now, if you can just understand what is the subcategory, and then there's a subcategory. All are franchised. Then you go to auto. Now we have EV segment now. EV segment, all two-wheeler in EV are also offering franchise. And then there's a charging stations also attached to it. They are also offering franchise. Any service today, any service is also franchisable today. Even there's a direct to home service is also franchise. Right? There's a gardener who is providing service, and that is also at your home, that's available. Plus, there is a elderly healthcare services are also available at your home, wherein you can only take it at home once there's a franchising available. The franchising plays a vital role in our daily life. Now we are talking about some companies which are providing some services. These service-based companies also have consumer everywhere. And if suppose they are not having any service center over there, they don't have any partner in that city, they will not be able to capture that market. So any brand who are looking forward for expansions, it can be any category, is looking forward for expansion. So franchising is becoming the first and foremost option for them to take it up further. Now, what we offer. Friends, when we are now talking to you and someone who is interested, we are feeling that you are a right match. You choose us, we choose you, and when we both select each other, we provide you tablet. Now, tablet stands for T stands for technology. Technology would mean that we will also have a CRM for you. In this CRM, we will give you all the database. And also, we will create Franchise India domain email ID for you so that you can use our email ID that will be provided to you. A stands for access of infrastructure, what we have. So we have offices across, and there was some, somebody who has written, I'm from Pune. So as we discussed, we have in Kharadi in World Trade Center, Franchise India have our own office, and this office is also available for our partners. In Mumbai, we have an office. Somebody from Chennai, we have an office, and someone from Delhi, we have an office. So you have free access to our office. So today, all our partners are inviting their clients. It can be investor, it can be brand, and then they invite to our office, wherein our team is also helping you for closing that business. So that is wherein you have a full access. All meetings, you can get it done in our office. with sport function, which is already there from our team side. B stands for brands. As we said, we have brands. When you come for training, we'll give you a list of 500 brands. Plus, we will also help you to create portfolio. So brand portfolio is very, very important. Which brand you want to drive, which city you want to drive. And you also have equal opportunity to take brand on board, which is going to be supported by us. But after that, you can also decide which city you want to drive it, which part of India you want to drive. If you want to have a full structure that I want to drive it pan-India, and all leads should be come to me. That's what we work like. So you have access for getting leads for all across cities which you are interested in. And then we also give you brands accordingly who have expansion in those cities. L stands for leads. So we have full lead support, and there will be 50 minimum guaranteed leads every month. And then the more you are involved, more leads will come to you. So there will be two types of leads. One is investor leads who have shown interest. I want to buy a business. I want to start a business, but you let me know how to start a business. So that will be called as an investor lead. Now, these investor leads would be given to you every month, which is 50 guaranteed minimum. When we create your brand portfolio, so every month we work for on these brands. So we have campaigns, lead generation process every month. That's all budgeted by the Franchise India directly, and we will help you with leads for that particular brand. Now, these leads would be investors who have shown interest in particular brand. City-wise, expansion would be city-wise, also investment-wise. And then we call it as a brand qualified leads. These brand qualified leads would be also given to you, and wherein these have shown interest in any particular brand, and then you work on that brand, and that brand training has already been done. So we do brand trainings every day. Then post that, we will offer you those leads. And then we also have events. E stands for events. So we do 15 to 20 events. Every city event is every month, where we at Franchise India invite brands. We will invest in hotel to give you some support in terms of these events, wherein all the things, all the expenses, all the investments are done by Franchise India, right from the venue cost to marketing to investors. Now, the best part in this is we do not invite randomly investors to come and visit our event. It's also filtered. So our backend team will invite, and there's a paid events. There's a paid event, 750 rupees is the charge to come to our events, because brands who have come over, partners who have come over is giving us time. That's where we value that, and we invite only and only serious people who are interested in buying a business or having some investments. Now, that investment, as we discussed, it can be 10 lakh, 200 crore also, and we have every kind of opportunity with us. And these invited investors will have one-on-one meeting with brands, and our partners, which are independent franchise consultants. Their role now starts from here for understanding their opportunity, what are they looking at, and then meeting the right brands and getting the matchmaking done. That's what in events, what we do. So we onboard the investor also, or if there's any investor who have shown interest in particular brand is available, we go directly to have a deal closed. T stands for training. Now, as I said, we have got 3 days extensive training program, which we have created, is in our corporate office. This month, we are starting a day after, which is 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Now, we have our partners who are already on board. Now, they are coming for these 3 days training. Now, why we have created this structure? Because we will give you complete overview of the process and the fundamentals of the business, plus complete journey of Franchise India, how to do this business, because know-how of the business, we will let you know on this training program. And then also we will give you overview of our different categories, because we have got a lot of verticals now, and we have a lot of global brands also with us. So there's a vertical head for these brands. So we will also give you complete overview of these brands, which are now invested by Franchise India as master. So first day would be completely giving you overview of Franchise India, and then the structuring everything. And then second day would be also by chairman himself, And that will be completely giving you deal making, how to do deals, how to take brand on board, and how we can interact with these investors, and what is the process which we work. That is a complete extensive program which we have created for 3 days every month. And then you start exploring and start, you know, talking to the investors. So what is the proposed structure in this business? The proposed structure which we have created is when you join, we all are having independent franchise consultant as an entry point. So this is the entry point. When you are joining any business, you start any business, everyone will want to grow. Now, how the growth path has been created by us, because every partner who joins is unique. Someone's putting more time, but we have minimum 100-hour requirement in a year, 100 hour, which is required. It's not about Saturday, Sunday work. It's every day putting 3-4 hours minimum, because you need to train yourself, you need to understand brands, and then you need to work on the leads. And more leads you want, we have enough supply because demand is so high. We have around 1 lakh investors every month coming in Franchise India and asking for any business opportunity. So we give you more leads. We will give you understanding about how to do business, and when you interact, you get revenue and business from both sides. And when you are joining us, you are now at entry point, which is independent franchise consultant. When you start working, and there will be a revenue which is coming, either revenue or deals. We are a brokerage company. We do deals, right? When we are selling franchisees of any brand to any investor, we call it as a deal. So if you hit 15 lakh rupees revenue, and that I'll give you another slide wherein what is the cost wise and how you can get this revenue. If you hit 15 lakh rupees revenue, or you do 15 deals, whichever is coming early, and you will become IFC Elite member. So the growth is from IFC Basic to IFC Elite. It's only 50 lakh rupees revenue in between, or 15 deals. And then you hit 50 lakh rupees, 50, or 30 deals, you will become IFC Pro. And then again, we have a growth which is giving you a master opportunity when you hit a 1 crore rupees business. And this 1 crore rupees business, as if I can give you a recent example, we have one partner from Bombay. He joined in November last year. In 1 year, he completed November this year. He completed 1 crore and 17 lakh rupees revenue in just 1 year. Means he has already now grown in between all these parameters. So that is an opportunity that you have growth. You have growth in front of you. You want to put more time. You have that opportunity to grow faster. You want to earn more. There is absolutely no target from our side. There's absolutely no benchmark that you want to do this only, or you want to go, you cannot go beyond this. You have to select your opportunities. You have to create your own benchmark. Like today, we have one IFC partner here send me details that he want to have next 1 year, how he is creating now 2 CR, that's what the projections. So he has given me a projection for 2 CR in the coming year. And that's possible. If somebody is looking forward for a 50 lakh rupees 1 year, that's an opportunity, and he has to put, or she has to put according the time for that. Now you want to grow fast, we have that structure, we have that opportunity with us for getting more revenues on this part. So this is a growth structure which we have created. And in this, how you are going to earn, or what is your share at base level, what is your share at elite level, and what is your share at pro level, and how you can grow up to that. And that's my next slide. This is payout. So this is very, very important. We will put little more time on this slide because this is important. This is your business. When we are talking about IFC Basic, it is 40% sharing. Elite, you'll give you 50% sharing. And at Pro, you will get 60% sharing. And at Master, you get 70% sharing. Would mean at base level, you are 40%, we are 60% partnerships. But at the same time, your 40% have no investments. All investments would be done by Franchise India, which would mean you get leads, you get brands, you get training, and you get events. All lead generation process, everything will be done by Franchise India. Even when you grow to 50%, we become 50%, same process will remain there. You have no investment in this. And when you grow 60%, you again get all support from Franchise India, and at 70%, we still continue giving you all these opportunities and all the investors plus leads and also the marketing campaign and the promotional activities, events, everything done by us. Now, second part, which is BD, you say it's a 20% in all categories. Now, I'll give you some example. So how to simplify this for you? As we discussed earlier, we are now working with two communities. One side, we have investors, which we discuss, and other side, we have what? Opportunities, brands. Now, this investor and brand, we match make. So if you see I stands for investor and B stands for brands. Now, when we work with investor, we onboard an investor. When we work a brand, we onboard a brand. BD means brand onboarding, which is brand business development. And these onboarding brands and investors, what we do, we service. We service both. When we service, we get a service fees, which is investor service fees, which is brand service fees. It's very, very simple. Onboarding would mean IA from investors. We call it as investor acquisition. And BD would mean business development, would mean there is a brand, the business, they want to expand, they want to work with us. We take them on board. Investor who want to us to give them understanding and help them to get a branch business, we onboard. Both we onboard and both we service. When we service and investors getting a franchise through us, we charge them a service fees. And when we sell a franchise of any brand, we charge them as brand service fees. It's very simple. These are four, which are our revenue products. Now, how is this been structured? Three products have given you 40%. One product is going to give you 20%. Now, 40% of revenue which we receive. Now, when I said IA, investor acquisition, would mean when we onboard an investor. And onboarding is, again, depending on the investment size. And as low as it is 25,000 rupees we charge if your investment is under 20 lakh rupees. Because there are so many investors who are looking for a low cost opportunity. In fact, all the professionals who are working in some companies, they want to start low. They have some money which they have saved and they don't want to leave the job. They want to start some side by side or a passive income. And they don't want to invest more. Then there are serial entrepreneurs. There are people with us who have already some businesses and they want to invest 1 CR, 2 CR, 5 CR, 10 CR, 20 CR. So then accordingly, we charge them the fee. So, but as low as it is under 20 lakh rupees, we charge 25,000 rupees plus GST. GST is as per in government rules, that's just 18%. So 25,000 rupees is the onboarding, minimum onboarding fee for the investor. Now, why we charge this fee? Very simple. The investors are now asking for our service. They are asking us to guide them and help them to get a business. We as a consulting company are giving our time. So our time is our product. As a company, we don't work free for anyone. As a consulting company, as an advisors, we have our own fee structuring because we give our time. Accordingly, we charge for that. So when we have to service an investor would mean it may take me 1 month, it may take me 2 months, it may take me 6 months also sometimes. So consistently, I have to give opportunities. Consistently, I have to give more franchisees and we have to showcase this way, that way, more meetings has to be organized. And there are professionals who have time only, maybe Saturday, Sunday. They will engage us on Sundays also. They'll engage us on after the working time, which is after 6 also, after 6:30 also. So we charge for this fees. One, it will give you an opportunity for revenue, which is onboarding fees. Second, it is going to be a sure shot deal for us and show the seriousness of that investor that he is paid. Now he is going to buy a franchise. It may take time, but it is a definite deal for us. Third, when he is registered with me, he will not go here and there. Anywhere he go, he has exposure in any event, he go to webinar, he go to any digital show, anywhere he can show the interest. But anywhere he go, everybody from Franchise India will charge him the investor acquisition fees, which is the registration fees. If someone has already given to someone, will not pay again. That is wherein these are three businesses, three revenues, when you are having this investor registered with you. Would mean that we don't work free. We charge a small fee, which is 25,000 rupees. If I can give you some understanding how we can calculate your earning. So suppose you have got now 10 investors with you, for example, and we have charged them basic, which is 25,000 rupees. They may not pay us more that time, but at least we are taking their seriousness. Understand they are serious. They will pay us 25,000 rupees, and this 10 investors in a month will give you 10,000, 10 into 25,000, which is becoming 2.5 lakh. And very simple, when 2.5 lakh rupees is coming to Franchise India, so we have a month, business month. We work as corporates and business houses work. So we have a month business. So we do closures every month. We close the month and we do this revenue sheet we share with finance team, and what you have done in the month, what revenue has come for you from your side in a month. Next month, first week, you will get the payouts. Now, in the month, how we calculate that, when you have, suppose, 10 investors you onboard, and it becomes, with basic investment of 25,000, it becomes 2.5 lakh, and 2.5 lakh rupees is coming to Franchise India. Your share is 40%. So would mean that you earn 1 lakh out of this. When you start servicing these investors, and for onboarding, for servicing either brand or investor, there is a support function, as I said, is done by franchising. So we will help you for onboarding the investor, for onboarding the brand, and also in the service part. That's all done by us. And you have to initiate. So when you were doing this 10, so after that we service, we get a franchisees options for them. So it might be possible that next, after 1 month, we close one deal, and then slowly and gradually you keep on closing, but you build the investor base. Not only investor, it's a registered investor base. We have to build this because in our business, this investor acquisition is the key to success, because the more investors are registered with you, which we do every month, because process is same every month. So you build on investor base would mean your deals will happen. And when your investor is registered with you, then all the support would be also there. Brands and our team heads and team members would also help you, because we know he is going or she is going to buy a business because he or she has already paid us some revenues or some fee. Now, when we charge is investor service fees, how we charge? If the deal is getting closed for under 20 lakh, we charge 50,000. If it is 20 lakh to 50 lakh rupees, we charge 1 lakh rupees as IS fees. If not, given him investor acquisition fee more than 25. Otherwise, if we know what is the investor who is looking forward for investment, then we also have investment registration fees from 25,000 to 40, then 1 lakh, 1.5, 2 lakh. It goes up to 5, 10 lakh rupees also, depends on investor's profile and what kind of investment our investor is looking at. So at the base level, as I said, when we close a deal, as per the structure of the investment, if deal is closed under 20 lakh, we charge 50,000 plus GST. If it is between 20 lakh to 50 lakh, it's also, we have a form, we have a grid, we offer them, we give them full understanding at the time of investor onboarding that this is our consulting fees you have to pay to us, and they sign, they agree for that, and we get this IS fees also done from the investors. So this is 50,000 minimum would investor will pay us. Now, when we charge 50,000 minimum, all 10 will give us IS fees, which is investor service fees. This 10 into 50 becomes 5 lakh. When we receive this 5 lakh rupees, or maybe one by one, your share is 40% also on the same product, same percentage. And at the same time, these brands we have, and we sell the franchise of any brand will also pay us a brand service fees. That becomes BS, brand service fees. Now, this BS is also agreed at the time of brand onboarding. When we do onboarding brand, there's an agreement we sign. It is also discussed and mutually agreed that what is my service fees at the time of selling a franchise, which can be 1 lakh rupees, 1.5, 2 lakh, 3. It can also go to up to 50 lakh rupees brand service fees, depends on brand to brand. If we have a master deal, we have bigger deals, bigger ticket values also. So this brand service fees also go very high. It goes to 10 lakh, 50 lakh, 20 lakh also. So depends on which brand we are selling. Now, when we are talking with, there are some multi-unit franchise opportunities. There's a unit franchise, there's a master franchise, which is available. So as per the brand which we are selling to the investor, and everything is mentioned in the agreement when we onboard. So everything is written there. We have agreed upon both sides. The brand will also pay us the brand service fees. Let's assume it is 22 lakh rupees per brand. All 10 will give us, if it is average to 2 lakh rupees, it will be 10 into 2 lakh becomes 20 lakh rupees. And you have again share of 40% of that. So out of 20 lakh, you get 40%, which is 8 lakh rupees. So by onboarding 10 investors, you get 1 lakh, you get 2 lakh, you get 8 lakh. Would mean overall, it is 11 lakh rupees revenue for you. But this is an average, I said. It can be bigger also, because I'm talking about at the base level, which is minimum. And now if I go to the BD part, BD means brand development. So when we work with brands, it can be referred by your side, it can be referred by any partner. And that's also, so suppose you are in Pune, you can refer a brand which is from Chandigarh, which is from Chennai, which is from any city. And you speak, you just arrange a meeting with us. That's it. It's a reference from your side. It's a arrangement for giving us only reference. And in this brand onboarding, reference is only from your side in all the cases. That's why there's a 20% of brand onboarding fee will go to you. Now, this brand onboarding, we also have structured it in a way wherein we have fixed opportunities, fixed pricing also, which is 7.5 lakh plus GST, 15 lakh, 40 and 75. These are 4 formats which we follow as a company in all the cities and across country. So that is 7.5 lakh rupees is basic, which is starting, depending on the service to service, which will be understood by us in a meeting, which we'll do. And after that, we will also give proposals, presentations, and we'll also come on the second call, third call, closing call. And also our team will help in terms of getting the payment, getting all documentation done. Then we help them get them ready for franchises. All services done by us, plus promotions, marketing, events, everything done by us. Then closing the franchisees would be open. Now, getting franchise on board is open. Anyone can have a brand on board in our network. Anyone can sell that franchise. And that selling that franchisee will give you another business, which is BS, brand service fees. Now, for example, you onboard a brand and we have taken it, suppose 2 brands we onboard in a month from your side, which is referred by you. And it can be basic. Let's see, 7.5 lakh rupees each. It can be 15 lakh rupees revenue, which is coming to Franchise India, and your share is 20%, which is straight away 3 lakh rupees will go to you. And best part is there is no restriction how many leads you can get, how many references you can get. It's up to you. And we have some partners who are, who are focusing on brands onboarding. They're also arranging meeting. We also help them. This is also giving you recurring business, recurring money, which is coming to Franchise India. And it can be 15 lakh rupees. If we take 15 lakh rupees, one brand on board, it will give you 3 lakh rupees direct. And then you can decide that you want to drive that brand across as per the expansion plans. You can get all the leads for that brand, which we will have next 12 months, which is marketing. So all lead generation, all the events participation would be done by our side. And you can choose to be one point contact for that brand to sell all the franchise across. Now, suppose rollout is 100 franchise and you want to decide and you want to drive all these leads. So all leads which we generate every month will be given to you, and you want to drive and you want to close, it is up to you. You want to have some specific location to drive, we have other partners in other locations then. And franchise sale, first is onboarding, you got the revenue on that. After that, when you sell a franchise, you also get brand service fees, which is discussed and mutually agreed at the time of brand on board. Now, for example, it is 5 lakh rupees that time we discussed. You pay us some percentage of franchise fees or some percentage of total overall project cost, or it can be a fixed component 5 lakh rupees, for example. Now, when you sell a franchise, you sell 5 franchise, so each franchise closure will get us that brand service fees, which has been discussed and decided. And you want to drive, it will come into you. So now when you have brand onboarding, it will come to you. You have brand service fees, which is selling franchise, will again give you BS fees also. When we receive BS fees, you'll get 40%. When you receive BD brand onboarding fee, you'll get 20%. This is the revenue which will continue. At Elite membership, it is same 50%. Here it will remain same 20%. Pro, it will give you 60. And in 1 year, we have a lot of partners for today now at 60% also now after 1 year. They have reached out to that level because they have crossed that stage. And you receive 60%, then 70% also. And as I said, no investment from your side, whether it is 40% or it is 70%. And leads will go up. Lead at the same time, we are giving 50 leads, but lead is not a criteria. Leads is up to you how much time you are giving to this business. As long as you are giving us feedbacks, you can ask for more leads. You can ask for more brands, and it's entirely up to you. Now, when I said this revenue, this is first revenue for you. Now, our partners have also opportunity to earn the cash incentives. Now, this cash incentive is apart from this revenue, which is coming from Franchise India side also, and which is coming from the brand side also, which can be in kinds also, which can be in cash also. And we are also giving you some working capital opportunity that you want to travel cities across. We'll also give you some revenue, which is working capital, which will work as a working capital. And on every business, what you do, a revenue you get, you are being rewarded on that. Plus, third, we also have every quarter a contest which we run. This will be all international contests. So in 1 year, we have 4 international contests also for our partners, right? And that can be also achieved by you. And for that, we will support you. Our team will support you to qualify for that. And we have some criteria. One, you get that payout on that, achieving that criteria. Second, you get cash incentives also. Third, you get opportunity to travel with us in all these international destinations. And next is Jan, Feb, March. Right now, October, November, December is our Turkey contest. And next quarter will be another international destination. Then we do also awards, and you will be also awarded in any of the international destination. That is our annual awards, which we have in the month of April, based on Jan, Feb, March month also. And then there are some annual incentives, then there are quarterly, there are monthly. That's also coming to you. And once you are after joining, we will give you training for every brand, how you want to qualify, how you can. We have many options created because, as I said, we have some partners who want to drive a particular brand. So we'll give him option for qualifying on that particular brand. If you have revenue option, that somebody who want to drive all revenues and want to achieve on the revenue part, we have that opportunity. Revenue would mean that business development, brand onboarding, we get 15 lakh rupees revenue for one deal, suppose. And if the contest is total quarter is 15 lakh rupees revenue, you get one lead, which we qualify, we onboard, it gives us 15 lakh rupees, it is your qualification. And at the same time, you get 3 lakh rupees out of this and qualification direct. And that is wherein Franchise India support function comes in, because we have to make you qualify. The more partners will be qualified, would be also qualification for our team. And that's what our business is. And this is what is the revenue structure. Then there are other revenue arms also, some products like business coaching. Franchise is one, coaching is another one. If someone who want to work with any brand at a startup level and you coach, that's another revenue which will give to you direct. So that's also there. Then we have other companies which are separate entities. They sell their franchises, they sell their brand directly, and our partners are also having equal opportunity in selling that. Excuse me. Now, important is how you will become our partner. What is the criteria? Criteria is only one license fees which you have to pay to Franchise India, which is 5.5 lakh plus GST. Now, it has got 3 years of license period. In 3 years, there is no investment from your side. It is all done by Franchise India. And this 5.5 lakh rupees would include your all investments during the promotions, to events, to leads from brands, to everything. And this would be recovered, even one lead, one deal. It is so easy that if you are involved, if you increase your product knowledge, brand knowledge on everyday basis, when you are involved, It is absolutely just a one lead maybe. In 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, one lead, you can get it back. So next, then it is highly rewarding for our partners. Only criteria is that your time, your involvement is must. That's where we come in between to understand whom we are talking as a partner, or that we have a selection process. Now, selection process would mean that here onwards, our teams, regional heads will get in touch with you and will understand your portfolio, understand your requirement, understand your questions, and please ask as many as questions. So we'll give you complete understanding. If we both are on the same platform and you want to continue with us as a partner, then we have 10-minute introduction call with our chairman. That's must, because then we need to understand whom you are becoming partner with and whom we become the partner. After that, if you have any further question, you can ask directly our chairman. And we also have some questions over there. If it has gone well, we will also take you on board. Then we have invitation for the training program. If at all we can see these 2-3 days time, we have anyone who want to join us this training program, because then we have Jan, Feb, March, the contest which we are launching, you will be also eligible for that. So we have 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 3 days training program in our office, corporate office, and you can also be part of that training. Until then, look forward to have a fruitful discussion with all of you, and we really appreciate your time and efforts to come to attend this webinar today. So on that note, we all at Franchise India and the panelists would wish to thank you for your time and appreciate your time. And I think I would want my all panelists to all unmute and give you a thank you note also from each one of my panelists also. Over to you all one by one. Sajid, you can start with.
Hey, thanks everyone for being part of the session. Look forward to connecting again. Thanks again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Kuldeep, you can go next.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for the patientfully listen to us. And we are here for you to handle your questions. Thank you. Please feel free to call
You
us.
can go next.
Thank you, Sanjay sir, for a great webinar. Thank you so much to all the participants who have been patiently listening to us. We look forward to connecting with you soon. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
All right, welcome. And then we have Shreyas also. Go one by one. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sanjay sir, for such a wonderful piece of information that you shared with
Thank
us.
you. Thank you. Kapil, you want to go next?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Those who have joined this webinar, let me connect by tomorrow onwards.
Absolutely fantastic. And then we have from Kolkata, Sumendo also.
Thank you so much, Sanjay sir, for presenting a beautiful presentation on IFC and partnerships. And thank you, everyone, for joining this webinar. So patiently. Looking forward.
Thank you once again. Absolutely. Thank you on behalf of Franchise India panel and our chairman and managing director. I'm sorry, there was some call which was important, an international call, so they had to exit. And but on that note, we will on their behalf also give you a thank you note for your time and efforts to be there for next. It's more than 1 hour, I think you have given to us. So thank you so much for